Hey guys, welcome back. This is Moe Bully's Kennels. Today we're gonna pick up where we left off from my last video and talk about what you can feed your pregnant female during her pregnancy. I also want to talk about what you can feed her after she whelps, specifically in her lactation period. Just a quick disclaimer: please do your research and don't just go off of what I say, but do your research and come to your own conclusion on what works best for your program and for your female. These are just things that I have used and that have helped me. So before you breed your female, it's important that you clean her out, that you clean her out as best as possible. When I say clean her out, I'm referring to internal parasites, worms of any type, infections, specifically UTIs. Now, what I like to do is I like to use a dewormer, a good dewormer. Make sure you use a good dewormer. Now, I like to rely on three dewormers. That's just me. I know there's a lot of more dewormers that are excellent out there, but I just like to rely on 3 because I think they work great. And that's Safeguard, Parental, or a quad dewormer. I think the quad dewormer is most effective, in my opinion, because it tackles 4 different types of worms. And the way I administer it is before breeding, at least 10 days out of breeding, I like to deworm my female at least 3 times, 3 days straight. I mean, once a day for 3 days straight. Now, I know there's some breeders that may use antibiotics to clean out their females from infections, UTIs, and that's fine. You can use whatever works for you. I've used antibiotics in the past that have worked out for me. I'm not going to name any. I'm just going to let y'all do your research on that and, and come to your best conclusion on what works for you. So yes, deworm her at least once a day for 3 days straight, and try to clean her out as best as possible. Now let's talk about breeding. When you breed your female, you want to give her the best nutrition possible to help her with her pregnancy. Now the things that I like to give her as far as supplementation is I like to start her off on folic acid. 5 milligrams of folic acid once a day. Now, folic acid helps reduce the risk of birth defects like cleft palates. Now, I say reduce because it can still happen, and it has happened to me from personal experience. I've been on that regimen, giving my females folic acid, and I've still had puppies with cleft palates, unfortunately. But I do believe it's a must, and it does reduce the risk of having any birth defects. Secondly, I use a prenatal pill, a good brand prenatal pill. I like to use bitch pills personally. They have good minerals, and the bitch pills help sustain a healthy pregnancy, I believe, and helps with puppy development as well. So now that you have folic acid and the bitch pills, you want to give her fish oil as well. Fish oil is it's a good source of omega-3 fatty acids. It helps with inflammation, with swelling. It helps with joints. I believe it helps puppy development as well with their bones. It also helps with dry skin. It has benefits. It has a lot of benefits. But I will say, do consult your vet as far as how frequent you can administer fish oil. I've done it. I don't do it very much, but I've done it before. But consult your vet, and then just go off of what he says. Because fish oil can't hurt on a regular dog, but whenever your female's pregnant, that's a different story. So consult your vet and see what works best for you. But definitely the folic acid and a good prenatal is a must. Now, let's go to puppy food. A good quality puppy food you want to give your pregnant female. Now, a lot of breeders or some people out there, I want to say, they don't transition the female from regular food to puppy food right away. They like to wait at least 4 weeks into her gestation period to do it. And a lot of sources do state that, a lot of reliable sources, but me personally, I like to do it from the very beginning. From the very beginning that I breed my female, I like to transition her to puppy food. This can be slowly. I don't like to do it very fast, but I do transition her slowly into puppy food from the very beginning. And the reason is because puppy food is, it's higher in calories and it's rich in nutrients, and you just can't get what puppy food has from a regular dog diet, So I like to transition my female right away. And the reason I do it is also because when your female is pregnant, or assuming your female's pregnant, you want to have her, you want her to gain some weight. You don't want to have a skinny dog. You want to put some weight on her because she's going to use a lot of her reserves to feed off the puppies, that she's carrying. So you want to not only maintain, but put on some extra weight on her during her pregnancy. So that's one of the reasons I do it from the very beginning, even though some people might say it's not a good idea. You should wait at least to a month. I still do it. It has worked out for me. I also want to talk about extra supplementation as far as calcium, like cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, and there's another one, and raw eggs. Those three. I don't advise y'all to feed that during her pregnancy. She should be getting her calcium and phosphorus from a good quality puppy food, prenatal pill. The reason you want to avoid giving too much supplementation like cottage cheese, yogurt, or raw eggs is because it could start problems. It could start problems in preparation for whelping and lactation. Too much calcium coming from cottage cheese or yogurt, coming from dairy, can really start problems. Especially giving her a lot of raw eggs can give her salmonella. You don't want that. Another thing to keep in mind is that, as in her last trimester of her pregnancy, the last 3 weeks, you want to give her smaller portions. She won't have enough room in her stomach to take in full meals due to the puppies. So you want to give her small portions throughout the day. Hopefully that will help, and she would feel more comfortable with that, smaller portions. Now, it's common for a lot of females to lose their appetite in the latter part of their gestation, and this is normal. Of course, you don't want it to go on for a lot of days, but what you can do, and what has helped me, is boil chicken and give her chicken as a treat, and hopefully that will entice her to eat. Now, let's talk about what can you give your dog, or what can you feed your dog during her lactation period when she's nursing. Now is when you can start introducing treats like cottage cheese. I wouldn't do it excessively, but in moderation. Excuse me. You can also give her, Greek yogurt. I don't see a problem with that. I don't advise it during gestation, but when she's nursing, you can give it to her as a treat in moderation, of course. And you can give her, if you don't want to give her a raw egg, which I don't advise, you can give her a boiled egg. But you can also give her the eggshell, because eggshells are, they have calcium and they have phosphorus, and that'll contribute to her milk production as well. Now, everything you're going to give her, you want to give it to her in moderation. You do want to consult a vet first. But like I said, do your research and do what works for you. This is what has worked for me. And I don't think giving her a little bit of this or a little bit of that is going to hurt her. After she whelps, of course. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. And if you use this as a guide, you will be successful in maintaining a healthy pregnancy. That's it, guys. That's all I have for y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If I didn't touch anything, please comment below and let me know if there's anything else that you would have talked about in this video. But that's it. Like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later.